What's up, y'all? I am Siege Monstrosity, and welcome to a brand new video. Today, we're going to do MPC software versus Maschine software. Yesterday, when I was making my comparisons, I didn't really elaborate on what I was referring to. I was really referring to the software, not necessarily the hardware. If we're going to compare hardware between a Live 2 and a Maschine, hands down, the Live 2 wins. With the internal speaker, the built-in battery, you can't lose with that. Again, the portability, you're never going to lose with being portable. My discrepancies was the software, the MPC software versus the Maschine software. I got both of these machines side by side. We are going to make a beat in the MPC Live 2, well, using the MPC Live 2 and the Maschine Mach 3 software. And we're going to compare, different things, the different approaches I take to making beats in the Maschine versus the Live. And of course, I don't really know the Live like that, so it may be certain things I do that may be wrong or backwards or too many steps to get to a certain place. If there is, please feel free in the comments to say, hey, Siege, you did that wrong. You can do this, blah, blah, blah. Because I'm all about learning. I know people are going to jump in the comments and say what they say, but let's be respectful here, okay? I'm not going to disrespect you. Don't disrespect me. And don't disrespect anybody in the comment section. Let's be adults and have adult conversation respectfully. It's okay to disagree. We all not going to like the same things. Everybody's not going to like Maschine. Everybody's not going to like Live. It's okay. Like, you can have your differences of opinions respectfully, right? So that's what the channel is about. Having differences of opinions, agreeing, disagreeing, and just having fun with it, Everything about what I'm talking about is subjective, right? It's my personal opinion. It's not law, right? I like the Maschine better than the Live 2. It's not law. It's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Everybody is entitled to their opinion. I respect everybody's opinion. Let's just not do it disrespectfully. So let's switch the camera. Let's look at both of these machines, and let's cook. All right, so I got the Maschine, the Live 2. Empty projects. Let's dive in. So for this presentation, I'm going to use a break beat. So I'm going to go to the Maschine browser first. The one thing I do like about the Maschine browser is I have to import my drum sounds. I can tag them. I import, just say my homie, oh gosh, Leotis, right? He just dropped a kit, right? So he got samples in there, break beats, drum breaks, kick, snares, the whole shebang bang, right? So I can import his folder, and then I could categorize everything. I could categorize the kicks, the snares, the open hats, the hi-hats, the samples, and I can search through the folder like that. Tagging your drum sounds is an ultimate cheat code in any DAW that you use. Personally, I love the tagging system. I'm going to go to my breaks. I'm going to go to original, and I'm going to pick my favorite one. All right, so I pick my favorite drum break right there. Now I have my drum break on pad number 1. Let's make sure my velocity is all the way up to 127. Fixed velocity, so that's set. All right, let's do the same thing on the Live 2. The one cool thing about this is you have 3 ways to get to your browser. Not saying that that's better, but you have options, right? I can either do shift menu or double tap menu, or just go straight to the browser up here on the side panel, touchscreen. Can't lose with touchscreen, right? So the cool thing about the MPC is you have a search functionality, right? So the browser is really cool there because you can go into a search. So let's go into my drums. We'll do the search later in the video. Right now I'm going to go to the same break. Original, hit the pad, click that. Now that drum break is on that pad. Okay, so that's cool. It's not that much of a difference. A couple more steps, possibly, but you gotta import them here in Maschine. All you gotta do is point Akai to your hard drive, and you can search your whole hard drive. All preference, whatever you prefer, right? Some people will prefer the Akai method. Some people prefer the Maschine method. I personally prefer the Maschine method. So let's go. I'm going to chop up this break. This is one feature that I like on the Maschine. It has an auto snap feature. As I'm slicing the drum break manually, it's going to slice to the nearest transient. Let me show you. So I don't have to be perfect, but because of the auto snap, it's going to always snap to those transients, right? Let's try the same thing on a Live 2. There's 2 ways to get there, right? Shift mute or double tap mute. So now I'm gonna hit shift, trim, and that's gonna pull up a menu. So you got manual, threshold, region, BPM. Same thing as here. You got manual, detect, split, and grid. Same things, different names. So we're gonna do the manual chop, the same that we did in the Maschine on the MPC, and let's see how it works. It doesn't have an auto snap. It's gonna be a little different. So let's check it out. I already know that I'm not perfect with my slices. Anytime I do manual slicing, I'm not perfect. I'm human, right? So already, so I have to fine tune that, right? So I make sure that we on 0 snap. I'm sure that's 0 crossing, right? So. So I'm not gonna do every slice because I only need like the first 8 pads. Not having the auto snap makes me put more time into fine tuning my transients on the slices. It's not the same in the Akai, the MPC software, but we can make it work. It's not a really big deal. Again, everything is preference. So now we're gonna convert in the machine and convert in the MPC. There's 2 ways you can convert your sample to your pads. You hit apply. You see a blinking pad. When you hit OK, you're going to convert to 1 pad. And to access the sample slices, I would have to be in keyboard mode. Or I can slice to the group, and that will slice every chop to the pad. I'm going to do pad slicing. That way I still have access to all my other pads. So I hit keyboard. On the MP, it's a little different. Shift, convert, do it. What it does is it converts the drum slices to a different track. I can go back to the original track. Got the break beat there, but then if I go to track 2, my slices are right there. So not something that I prefer, that creates a whole new track. If there's a way I can do it on the same track, let me know. To me, the machine has the advantage when it comes to slicing breaks manually, okay? Or even just converting them. Let's create a beat. Let's go 93, okay. Here, double tap, 93. The cool thing about Maschine is it has automatic growing length, meaning that there's not a length set for bars. So it's not like 2 bars, 4 bars, 8 bars, 16. It's nothing. So as soon as I press record, I can go for as long as I want to go, and it'll set it to that. So if I go 8 bars, it'll go 8 bars. If I go 2 bars, it'll go 2 bars. If I go 4, it'll go 4. Okay, so now I want to apply some swing to that because it just sounds a little stiff. So I'm going to press the swing button here, hold down the pad, and then turn the knob. Till I get a nice swing. So let's do the same thing over here. So now I want to apply some swing over here. So let's go 59. Okay, kind of similar. Okay, swing is always better on the MPC. So let's grab a sample. I'm going to go, again, I'm going to pick a new bank browser. And I'm going to go to MK4, and I'm going to pick Pads of Glory. Okay, so same thing here. I'm going to go back to my original track, my original drum track. I believe that's how you do it. And then I'm going to browser, and then I'm going to go here up, and then we're going to go to Siege Monstrosity, right? We're going to go to MK4, Melody Loops, and then we're going to pick Pads of Glory. Make sure the pad is activated. Boom. So now we got the same sample on both of them. Now the cool thing that I like about the machine is if I don't want to slice the sample and I just want to use it as is, I can convert this pad to an audio track, right? So I'm going to click here, choose audio, commit to that, and now when I play it, the sample is already playing, time stretched and everything. Bank A pattern is only 2 bars. Bank B pattern, I got it set to 16 bars. The great thing about these banks, every bank has its own pattern length, which is incredible. I love that. So with the MPC, I would have to duplicate the bar. So we're going to do double length, which is 4 bars. And now we're going to do double length again. So now it's 8 bars. The good thing is with the sample, I can hit warp mode and then set this to 94. Double tap, 94, boom, boom, pow. And now my sample. And let me do note on, because I don't want to do, when I let it go, I want it to go. So now I got 8 bars in my MPC. Let's record that real quick. Gotta hold it down for 8 whole bars. That was a lot. I'm just joking. All right, so now we got the sample and the drums inside of the Akai, the MPC software and the machine. Okay, so now I want to add a bass sound. Going to go to another pad here. Browse. I'm gonna go Cardo, and I know Cardo got some bass sounds. I think trust Cardo. Yep. So I'm gonna load that. Put the polyphony to 1, and I just hit keyboard, and it's already set. Same thing here. I guess I gotta go to track 1. Back. Go to my browser. I'm gonna go to Cardo bass. Hit that pad, boom, right? Then double click here, pow. And then I hit this button right here, and I guess this is the key group. So this put it in keyboard mode. So it creates a whole new track, which is cool. No issue with that. And we can play bass now. So let me try to find the bass notes and record it. Let's lay the same bass line in the MPC. That was pretty cool, pretty easy on both. Again, everything is a preference thing, right? I'm preferring the workflow of the machine a little bit over the MPC software. And again, maybe because I know the machine software, I'm still able to create the same in both. So don't ever believe that you need one or the other to create a smacker or a bang or whatever. You see that I'm proving to you, you can do the same on both, all preference. So now I want to add one more sound, one of my go-to sounds. So I'm gonna go add another bank. I'm gonna choose a plugin, massive, right? Keyboard. And like I said, every bank has independent pattern length, right? So I only want this pattern to be 1 bar. That's it. Only need 1 bar with this one. That's it. Let's do the same thing here on the MPC. New track, plug in, double click here. Nope, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna worry about that. We wanna go audio unit. We're gonna scroll all the way down to Native Instruments. Boom, click that. We're gonna go to massive, right? So now because everything is attached to this one sequence, as far as the pattern length, I have to record the whole 8 bars.
Five hours later.
Would have been done if it was a machine. Shots fired, shots fired. I'm just playing. So there we go. Now we got track done on machine. Let's play that. Play it from the MP. I just proved that you can make the same beat in both drum machines. It doesn't matter which drum machine you use. It's all about preference. That's all I wanted to really prove in this video. It's all about preference. But because I know the machine and I feel more comfortable in the machine, I just personally prefer the machine over the MPC software. I feel like there's a lot of steps to do certain things, and then there's fewer steps to do certain things. Same thing with the machine. There's a couple of steps to do certain things and fewer steps to do certain things. Again, everything about what we're talking about It's all preference based. There's no right or wrong answer to what you should use. The answer to what's the best DAW or what's the best drum machine is only one answer. It's whatever you learn, whatever allows you to get your ideas out easily while having fun. If you like the content and you like me going back and forth with the machine and the live, we can do it again. I'm all about learning. Again, like I said, if there's things that I did that was like backwards or like you could have did this instead, please feel free to go in the comments and let me know, because I'm all about learning and growing. And if I can find ways to get this to sound like this, then I'm with it. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one. All right.